was about the grind, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. What's up, nasties? It's Hump Day, Wednesday, November 7th. Welcome to EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Hernan, Coop, coming to you live from the William Huff Studios. And, of course, EST Afternoons presented by Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Deposit $50 or more and get a $50 free bet or a casino bonus using promo codes EST50, EST Sports, EST Casino. Fun show on tap as we return after a day off. Lots of Oilers. Going to talk some Grey Cup. Lots going around the sporting world. Lots going on around the sporting world, Gage. We'll get to all of it. How you doing? How was your day off?
It was good. It was fine. I spent a lot of time with the family.
Nice.
Made dinner.
Nice.
Watched some shows.
Nice.
Did some work.
Nice. Pluribus?
I had to get my wife to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I had watched it when she was away last week. So she liked it. She thought it was great.
Yeah, I
Is
got
everyone caught up? Are we you can't spoil things.
Well, I haven't watched any.
Oh, you haven't watched any?
No, not yet. I'm going to, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how come you were giving it to me for not watching something this week? Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Fun show. Anthony Mingioni will join us in about 15 minutes' time. He's from hockeyhotstove.com out in Philadelphia. Of course, the Flyers hosting the Oilers tonight. We'll get a good idea of what's going on with the Flyers so far this season. Under first-year head coach for the Flyers, Rick Tocchet. Hernan's roll coming your way at 1:40 and at 2:20. The boss, man. The CEO. The multi-talented Dustin Nielson will join us live from Winnipeg.
Are you kidding me?
You could say he wears the C around here.
He sure does.
Yeah.
He sure.
Or is Maddie going to get mad at me?
Okay, Gager. Edmonton Oilers on Monday picked up a 5-4 overtime win. They got booed off the ice after 40 minutes. I put it this way on Twitter. McDavid steals 2 points for the Oilers because at least he was going, and he kind of willed that team. He scored 2 goals. They get a lucky bounce to tie it. But again, I guess you never complain about a win, Gager, but they weren't very good.
No, but you really put it on. It was Connor McDavid that did all that. Like, I didn't think he was that good. Really. I mean, he scored 2 goals. Mm-hmm. He finally did something that he should be doing on a regular basis and driving to the net with the puck. No one can, it's either a penalty. There's 3 options. He scores, there's a penalty, or maybe the goalie saves it.
Yeah,
right? And in most cases, it ends up in your favor, right? Like, that should be a regular occurrence.
Mm-hmm. More guys need to do that.
Way more guys. Yeah. And then the spinorama goal, again, it's a pretty, the defenseman falls, but if that goal goes in on Skinner or Pickard, a turnaround backhand from the tops of the circles, come on. It's a terrible goal. But it's great. We're not going to complain about a win. I think a win's a win. I don't expect them, after that drubbing they took from the Avalanche and just the way that they were playing up to this point, they're not going to be a perfect team after that. Again, you get back to the conversation of the process, finding out what's going to make you successful with all this player turnover that we've seen. So they're still trying to figure things out, but a win's a win, man.
Yeah. I just thought, for me, that was one of, McDavid was into it. You can tell he actually celebrated the goals.
He didn't celebrate the goals.
The first one he did. He went like...
Did he?
Yeah.
Second one, it was like his cat died.
No, sorry. The first one was because they were down, right? The second one, he kind of fist pumped because he got him back in. It was 4-3 at that point.
I disagree.
No, and that's fair. I don't think he was brilliant. I thought he willed him into a win. He was kind of the best player because Gage, I'll tell you this. I like the first period. It's the most feistiness we've seen out of this team.
Yeah.
But then the problem with this team is like, oh, we did it for 20 minutes. We're good.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me. Trent Frederick, and for everybody saying he fought because the media made him. No, he fought because he knew he had to do something, okay? And his coach called him out, okay? Plain and simple. Good on him. He took on a very tough guy. He knew he was probably going to lose that fight. I give him credit, man. Sure. Mm-hmm. Thank you for doing that, Trent Frederick.
I thought the refs could have got in there a little quicker. They kind of let him.
He ate like two more.
Oh, two?
I was like, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, please jump in.
Yeah. I felt like Apollo Creed's trainer.
Yeah.
Throw in the towel.
Throw in the towel. Hey, but listen, I texted you that night because we were talking about it, and I was like, I almost felt bad, but no, like this guy got paid handsomely, and he got a long-term deal, and he hasn't done squat. He took on a fight. He ate a few punches. Good on him. He showed that he could do that role. But again, the troubling part for me was that they did it for 20 minutes, and then they said, we're good. Oh, we don't need to do this. A couple other things, Gage, we need to get to. The good, like I said, I thought McDavid played one of his better games, scored 2 goals. Wallman gets an incredibly lucky bounce. But I said it like this to Tommy today. I thought the Blue Jackets effed around and found out because they were on the power play and they kept rimming it around 4 or 5 times until finally the Oilers just pressured them. And let's be honest, it was a lucky bounce.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, you're trying to pass it, hits the D-man's skate, goes back the other direction and bar down. You couldn't do that 100 more times if you tried, right?
That won't happen again.
No. But like you said, like Connor did, he finally looked like there was some fire underneath him. Like, and I know you can't play like that all the time, but I think you can play like that for, what does Connor play? 25?
Yeah, he's
let's say 25 minutes. You tell me you can't do that for 12 of those minutes?
Yeah. And we haven't seen enough of that. So credit to Frederick. Credit to Wallman, sure. McDavid. I think Roslovic's really coming on. He's showing how silky he is around the net. That overtime goal was fantastic. This is a little weird. I'm going to give credit to Mr. Chris Knobloch because he sat Evan Bouchard at the end of the first period for the final 8:18. And people need to understand this, Gage. Everybody online was like, well, they're benching Bouchard for that penalty. It's a culmination of everything he's done up to that point.
It's a terrible penalty, though.
But it is, too. It's a lazy slash. And sure, if you want to call it a ticky-tack call, fine. But let's be a little bit smarter, some people out there. It wasn't just because of the penalty. It was everything that led up to that moment. Did you notice, before that penalty, Joaquin, he had 2 giveaways already. 2 giveaways. So Chris Knobloch didn't look at the penalty and be like, that's one I'm going to sit him. No, it was everything coming to a head there, and he finally said enough is enough. He took a penalty. They got scored on right when the penalty expired, and he said he's going to sit for the final 8. Like, stop thinking it was just about that penalty. Use your heads, people. The other thing, Gager, everybody after that benching was like, well, what about Mangiapane? What about Emberson? Chris Knobloch is not going to bench 4 or 5 guys in a game.
It's very tough.
Does that ever happen?
Well,
I mean, in the third period when you're down and you sit your 4th line, that's different.
Or maybe it's your first or second line that aren't doing anything. You might park them, right?
Yeah.
So, but you're not going to sit everybody.
And Mangiapane, yes, horrible giveaway, horrible. But that's his first one this year.
Yeah, he hasn't done that.
Yeah, so you're
gonna have mistakes. You can't be. You definitely don't want players to think if I make a mistake, I'm on the bench, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be playing tentative like that.
No team, no coach coaches in the NHL like that, especially with his core players. He's not going to bench 4 or 5 guys. Like, come on, people. Let's use our heads a little bit. Bouchard wasn't benched for 1 penalty. He's benched for everything that led up to that. And that was the final straw. He's not going to bench 4 or 5 guys in 1 game. And then the other one, Gager, everybody was like, oh, but he doesn't bench Nurse. Nurse was the first guy to get benched this year. At home. He didn't start the second period. He didn't play for the first 7 minutes. I can't remember who it was, Gage, or I'm sorry. I apologize. Could have been Utah. No, the game before Utah.
Yeah.
Because
in the Mammoth?
Because didn't he respond at the game after with 2 goals?
Or did he score 2 against the Mammoth?
It was against the Mammoth.
It's the one before.
So, like, pay attention. Nurse has been sat. Okay? Chris Knobloch's not a guy that benches guys for accountability. He hasn't done it up until this point. He did it once last year with Draisaitl for a little bit. He missed like a power play. But then everybody wants Bouchard bench, then you don't want him bench. Then you're throwing out Nurse, never gets bench. He was the first one to get benched this year. You expect him to bench 4 or 5 guys in a game? Come on. Like, let's use it a little.
Man, you're really mad at the people today.
Well, like, come on. It's not everybody, but like, it's so like, pay attention. That's it. The bad Joaquin. I thought the Oilers were a turnover machine on Monday.
Yeah, if they were at Tim Hortons, they would be apple turnovers.
Oh, buddy, it was so bad. And didn't you think that when Columbus cycled, like it was like at least 3-4 shifts where they had him hemmed in for 2 minutes?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Columbus surprised me. They're a good team. That top line is good.
Yeah, Marchenko's
a beast. Like, don't the Oilers need a player like him? That just like Roslovic is a little bit. But I see the Oilers game creeping in where he's overpassing too much. One play that actually got me to raise my voice, excuse me a little bit, was the 2-on-1 with Philp. And Philp tried to sauce it over. Like, come on, dude.
Shoot.
Dude. What are you doing? That's watching Connor and Leon too much, right? That's not your game. You fire that thing, right?
That's not knowing your role and what kind of player you are.
This isn't practice. You know, that's shoot the puck. You let everyone off the hook there because it would have had to been a perfect sauce over to Leon. Like, stop it.
That's I think everybody in Edmonton in that play yelled shoot.
Oh my gosh!
You even heard the crowd kind of gasp, go like, "What are you doing?"
What you don't see some players like this is the type of player McKinnon. If the pass isn't there, he's not passing it. He's rifling that thing.
Exactly.
Marchenko, I mean, he could have 2 guys wide open over there. I still think he's going to shoot it, right? Like, there's just certain players, their mindset is shoot the puck. And you didn't see that in Connor until they're down by 2 and they need some goals. All of a sudden, he thinks, I got to start shooting the puck.
Yeah.
Why can't that mindset of getting pucks on net? Because to me, and I'm not a huge proponent of like shots on goal, but like at the end of the game, if I see a game with low shot counts, I go, well, okay, I didn't see the game. But when I watch Edmonton and see how many instances where they give up chances, and maybe they don't score on them, but maybe there's a second chance opportunity. Maybe they score on that. They get the other team scrambling. Maybe there's a penalty called. Maybe it's just the goalie freezes it. You get an offensive zone face-off that you can set up for. So by not shooting the puck, you're just not allowing a certain element of the game to develop. And you're letting the other team off the hook so much. And even like Jet Greaves, I thought he was an okay goaltender, but he's not Vasilevsky.
Max Pazuzu, that Phil play made me lose faith in the U of A hockey program. No, but do you remember when they fired Tippett?
Yeah.
And Woodcroft came in and Derek Ryan said, everybody's getting an opportunity to show what they can bring, kind of defined roles. I feel like this team doesn't have that right now. And that Noah Phil play is a prime example. He's going down the wing. He's got a guy driving the net. I get why he wants to drop it off. Sure. But like Gager said, put it on net because the guy's going to the net.
Yeah. It's a clear lane. Like, and if Leon's getting mad, I can't get the puck to you. You got to get the puck to me. I'm like, well, I'm not McDavid. All right.
Yeah.
So Leon, go to the net, go for a rebound.
Yeah. So a very bad 40 minutes, like turnovers galore, even in the third, man. Like I know Emerson had a rough game. He couldn't break up the cycle in that game because they had some shifts there where they're just running the Oilers crazy in there. I didn't like that they went away from the feistiness. Now, they've shown it for one period this whole season, so that shouldn't surprise anyone. Again, credit to Blue Jackets. I thought they blew it in the end for sure. I mean, for being way too conservative on that late power play to close out the game. But like Gager said, that top power play, Werenski, he made a play behind the net to get out of his zone. Unbelievable.
The guy is ridiculous.
Provorov's a stud. I've always liked Provorov.
Yeah.
Good team. You know what I like? Even their fourth line with that Olivier guy, like they can play, man.
Yeah, I was wondering during the game because we heard about the flu bug going through, and a lot of those guys played. And I looked today, and there's still a lot of question marks next to a lot of the Blue Jackets for this virus going around. I'm thinking, geez, if they were all at full capacity, I don't know if the Oilers come back, right? But hey, like you said before, you take the good with a win, right? It was a win. You fought back. You got it to overtime. You overcame a lot of stuff in that game, right? There was a lot of peaks and valleys. So I got to hand it to them. They were able to get the job done. Now, the big thing is they got the response, maybe not that they wanted after the shellacking.
Yeah.
But it's a step in the right direction. And you have to, they always say, though, there's even after losses, well, there were some good things that we have to build on. So you really have to build on a lot of stuff, especially on this road trip. You could basically eviscerate your whole playoff chances with a bad road trip here.
No, that's a great point. And listen, you got some games that should be gimmies for the Oilers, and I know it's the NHL, and there's that term's kind of, frowned upon, but they should beat Buffalo. These two games today and tomorrow, these are games the Oilers have to win because Tampa's going to be tough, Florida's going to be tough, Carolina's going to be tough, Washington's going to be tough. They don't have a lot of success in Columbus. They don't have a lot of success in Carolina. Tampa Bay, same thing. They play well there, but they just can't pick up the dub. So I think you're onto something. These 7 games are kind of going to dictate where this team goes, Joaquin. It's unfortunate because you don't have Nuge, but it sounds like, okay, so quickly I'll get to the same lineup tonight as played on Monday. No changes. Stuart Skinner goes between the pipes. Zach Hyman. Possibility for tomorrow, but more likely Saturday is what we heard from the coach. Mm-hmm. So that's good news. That means there's going to be some transactions made here with Zach Hyman coming off the IR, and he's going to be a hell of a welcome addition. And they missed this guy because for a team that doesn't drive the net and can't generate 5-on-5, Hyman's going to change that whole complexion.
Just to have other people see what he does, though. Yeah. No one's been doing on a consistent basis what from years past, Perry, in playoffs, I guess.
Yeah.
But Hyman's the only guy that really plays that way, right?
And I saw a report that Bowman was interviewed by the Canadian press, and he was asked about the goaltending. Said he thinks the goaltending, the forward group, and the D-corps have all been the same. They need better. Obviously, he's not going to come out and throw one unit under the bus.
No. Their whole defensive play has been awful.
Awful.
You can't allow those types of chances. But it's like when we break them down in highlights, lowlights, they're so easily correctable with better decision making.
Yeah.
And granted, you look on the other side, they make some poor decisions, but I just find that other teams do not hand the Edmonton Oilers chances as much as they do when they play other teams.
Like if we went through every goal this year, Joaquin, how many do you think the other team actually had to work extremely hard to get?
Well, I'll say one thing. The Avalanche worked extremely hard to get the puck at certain points.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of other ones, you're seeing just lackadaisical plays, not being hard on the puck, just not being aware of where your guys are. Like we talked about the Wallman. Yeah. The which goal was that? The fourth goal?
The tying goal, yeah.
And no, the one that he was on the ice for. Nurse went behind the net.
Yeah. The 3-1 goal?
Was it 3-1?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Everyone said, well, what's Nurse doing? And I said the same thing when I watched. I go, where's Nurse going? But then watching it again, and they show it, obviously, slow-mos. Hindsight's always 20/20 with slow-mo. But you see Wallman actually talking and saying, like, delegating who's checks who, and just lets his guy go right past him. Where if he just takes his man, everything's cool.
Okay, on Darnell, because I had the same view, right? Mm-hmm. But then I watched his guy comes down to the net and then twirls away. So I think his momentum just takes him back. But everybody's like, why doesn't he stop in front of the net?
Yeah.
Right.
And I get it a little bit, but he's kind of with his guy. But in that case, I think he thinks Wallman's got his too. Right.
Yeah. But
I put that way more on Wallman because he does absolutely nothing on that play.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, so for Jake Wallman, he was the first player in Oilers history to score a short-handed game-tying goal in the final minute of regulation.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's amazing how many records are being broken with the Oilers recently. So stuff you'd never think would, or it happened. It definitely happened in years prior, you would think.
Hey, and I like Lazar in the first, man. He went to the net twice and created some ruckus. When have we seen that?
We don't.
And he's like the nicest guy in the league.
Yeah.
It's great. Trent Frederick's rocking a nice shiner.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him, though. He took on a big boy. That boy's tough, man. And he's like, Olivier's big, but he's not like Ryan Reeves big, but he can chuck.
Yeah. No, that's he was a different beast. And obviously he got popped really well. Frederick got popped because he kind of put it, once a guy puts his head down, you're hurt.
Well, no, you said, why didn't there's two chances for the linesman to get in when he was getting fed.
Yeah.
And they just let it. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on here? But tonight they return, 7-game road trip, Philadelphia, 5:30. The Oil Stream pregame show will start at 4:30. So Reed Wilkins will be on from 3 to 4:30, and then he'll come back for the last half hour. Same thing tomorrow as they're in Columbus, and then Saturday where's Saturday?
That would be in Carolina.
Carolina. All right. So you'll be on that one.
I guess I will.
Yeah. Good stuff. Lots to get to still. We're going to talk Flyers on the other side of the break here with Anthony Mingioni from hockeyhotstove.com. Hernan's Roll still to come. Dustin Nielson live from Winnipeg as well. And we want to hear from you. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. And like always, hit us up on the River Cree inbox. As check out their Tap 25 restaurant where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We head to Philly up next here on EST Afternoons.
The Oilers begin a 7-game road trip with a clash against the Flyers. Stuart Skinner is a starter for the 7-6-4 Oilers, while Dan Vladar takes the crease for Philadelphia. Swing by Boston Pizza Clearview to join Tom Gazzola for the action as he goes live with Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Coverage for that starts at 4:30 right here on EST. 3 other games around the league. The Rangers meet with the Lightning at 5. The Sabres joust the Mammoth while the Devils dance with the Blackhawks. Elsewhere, Senators captain Thomas Chabot won't play tomorrow against the Bruins. He's being evaluated for an upper body injury that forced him to exit last night's game against Dallas at the end of 20 minutes. And for the Jays, assistant hitting coach Hunter Menz is leaving Toronto to join the Giants. Menz has been with the Jays since 2022. A dozen games scheduled in the NBA. Clippers and Nuggets tip off. Cleveland visits Miami while the Magic take on the Knicks. New York and Orlando hit the court at 5 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. We head to Philly to get the scoop on the Flyers next on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielson Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Chris Johnson of TSN and The Athletic.
The cumulative effect when you lose even a guy like Corey Perry, who's actually having a nice start down in LA, but obviously the Evander Kane trade. I just think that they're still figuring out a little bit what they are, and the truth is the answer might be it needs to come, some of that needs to come from the outside, because as we've seen, the Oilers have added players over the last few seasons in season. I think that they've made a difference around the margins.
The Nielson Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Summer was packed with memories.
Let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Kubish coming up at 3. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne will take you up to 4:30. Then it's Tom Gazzola with the Oil Stream pregame show. Boys will be back later tonight to cover everything that happens down in good old Philadelphia. Did you ever play a game in Philly?
No, sat on the bench.
The old spec?
Yeah.
Yeah? How was that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get chirped a lot?
No.
No, okay.
It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. I remember Bob McCammond. Well, he knew everyone there or whatever. So there was a lot of jarring between him and some Flyers old staff. And I think the circus was in there.
Oh.
And I was talking to someone and they said, yeah, we have out of the 365 days, I think there was like 402 events in a calendar year going on. In the Spectrum, but it was the Legion of Doom too.
Yeah. Did you guys win?
No. Eric went ham.
Let's get to our guest, Anthony Mingioni from HockeyHotStove.com, and he's brought to you by Old Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. And with that, we bring in Anthony Mingioni. Anthony, my friend, how you doing?
Doing okay, Hernan. How are you?
Good. Thank you for taking the time. I know you're super busy today, so let's get right to it. Flyers right now, 8-5-2, pretty good record. Seems like they win 2, lose 2, kind of going back and forth here with their schedule. But how's this team looked under new head coach Rick Tocchet?
It's been interesting to see some of the adjustments that they've made under Tocchet. The biggest thing, obviously, the defensive zone coverages with the box +1, which, again, if you saw, obviously, his teams in Vancouver should look fairly familiar.
Mm-hmm.
It's the power play has certainly been a fascinating thing to watch, especially with Trevor Zegras added now as a trigger man. Basically, there's a lot of flow. It's not always successful, but compared to what we've seen the last several seasons in Philadelphia, it looks like a power play versus whatever it was we were watching the last couple of seasons. So that's the one thing, although the success rate can be kind of up and down. Goaltending has been, for the most part, better. It has been certainly better with the import, obviously, of Daniel Vladar.
Yeah.
Sam Ersson has had his moments, I would say, but the numbers kind of are where they lie with him right now, and that Vladar pretty much, when you're getting into these important games against some of the top teams in the NHL, Tocchet has been going pretty much with Vladar in that, at least certainly in the early going. He certainly has the upper hand in net. Beyond that, again, obviously one of the big pieces of news coming in for tonight is it looks like that Tyson Forster is going to be drawing back into the lineup for Philadelphia tonight. Yep. He was part of a pretty important line for Philadelphia in the early going. That's kind of helped them during the early part of the season, playing with Noah Cates and with Bobby Brink. They are probably the Flyers' most consistent line at 5-on-5, certainly. And certainly I would fully expect that Cates will be matched up against Connor McDavid this evening. It's been pretty much the pattern of the last several seasons. But it's a team that, again, seems to be in a better spot, I think, overall than they were towards the end of the Tortorella term. But I would say, defensively, it's been certainly interesting to see both Cam York and Jamie Drysdale. I think they both struggled for confidence, and obviously, the well-publicized blowout that happened between Tortorella and Cam York. Both of them have been much, much better this season. So the Flyers at least are rolling out two D pairs that are credible and good for the most part, and they're still trying to figure things out with their third defensive pairing. Although of late, it's been predominantly we've seen a lot of Emil Andre, who's been recently called up, certainly a newer call-up, although he was with them last year, and Noah Juleson, obviously, who many Vancouver Canuck fans obviously are familiar with. So of late, that's been the D pairs for Philadelphia. So it's been, again, they feel like they have a fighting chance in a lot of games now coming into the majority of these games this year.
Tony, the first line with Couturier, Zegras, and Michkov, I mean, there's two wingers with a ton of skill, very exciting players to watch. How has Zegras kind of with the change in Philadelphia, especially with Tocchet as a coach, and what role does Couturier have on that line? Because he's in my opinion one of the best two-way kind of centers in the game. Does he allow those guys to be a little bit more free offensively, and knowing that he's just maybe a little bit more responsible on the defensive side of the puck?
Well, this is more of a new assembly, this line, actually. Okay. We're kind of going to be getting our first really kind of a good look at them. They were assembled in practice to try to, with Michkov is finally starting to look closer to, the Michkov of last season. I mean, it's been obviously well publicized, his off season, the injury that he had with his ankle and how it set him behind with, it was almost, he told us that was almost 4 months in total that he really couldn't really do much any on ice training, very much any on ice training, and it really put him behind the 8 ball. But of late, in the last couple of games, he's put goals on the board, and I think this is a case where Tocchet is rewarding that, I'd say, in this circumstance, and having him and Zegras on that line with Couturier. Couturier is going to be the guy that Zegras is obviously incredibly talented offensively, and so obviously is Michkov. But you have to have a defensive consciousness on that line as well. And I think that's when you're looking at that, having those two players alongside someone as rock solid as Couturier is, will allow for a bit of lineup balance, I think, more than anything here. So we're going to get a good chance to see it, obviously, tonight.
Anthony Mingioni from hockeyhotstove.com joining us here on EST Afternoons. On Oilers game day, they're in Philly to take on the Flyers. 5:30 puck drop, 4:30 for the Old Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola. Anthony, special teams look pretty good. I mean, 15th on the power play, much better. And then the PKs where they're really earning it, 4th in the league right now. And, the Oilers power play can turn the game around at any moment. So what has led to the success on the PK for the Philadelphia Flyers in the power play? Like you said, mid-tier right now, but looks like improving.
Yeah, I mean, the penalty kill is a story that is going to, I think, start to, as we get more and further into the season, is going to become more and more of a storyline. The thing is, the power play has always been kind of the area where the Flyers have been down near the bottom of the league. Yeah. So for them to be 15th is obviously a drastic improvement for them, certainly. And certainly, Tocchet uses a 4 forward, 1 defense setup which has predominantly worked pretty well with Cam York and with Jamie Drysdale getting those opportunities from the point. But the PK has been a fascinating unit to certainly watch. One of the key players, I think, in many ways has been Garnet Hathaway. You wouldn't think in that circumstance, but Hathaway has been actually a very effective penalty killer. And they have players in their lineup, and certainly they give opportunities. So a player who's as good as, let's say, Noah Cates is in handling things two-way, you need to have intelligent play, and I think they're very good at attacking the points and obviously making another opposing team's power play really work for it. And again, the ultimate penalty killer at the end of the day is that really gives confidence at the end of the day is your goaltender. And the fact of the matter is, it's interesting to see because I know that I'm pretty sure statistically last year Dan Vladar struggled on PK saves, whereas this year I think he's been particularly effective with Philadelphia. So I think just overall, and you obviously have Todd Reardon, who is obviously brought on board by Rick Tocchet this year. I think that has helped. He's in charge of obviously the defense, but also the PK, and they are, I think, responding particularly well to how they're setting up and keeping. Again, the biggest thing is you're not seeing a lot of teams getting all the time to the net front too easily, and I think that's half the battle in this circumstance is try to split the ice up and keep things on the perimeter more than anything, and that I think has helped them a lot.
Tony, so you mentioned before just the subtle differences this year from last for Tortorella and Rick Tocchet. What can Oilers fans look forward to seeing in this Philadelphia team this year than maybe wasn't apparent so last year?
I think early on in the Tortorella era, the team had a lot of competitive fight, and then things just kind of wore down more than anything. And I think the voice, I think that they feel like their voices are kind of heard a lot more now with Tocchet, especially this year. That if he needs to be critical of the team, he's letting them know about it before he goes and says anything to us in the press. And I think as long as I think if it's in their mind this kind of consistent messaging and the belief that the coaching staff is absorbing their input, but with the understanding that of course the systems are the systems and you need to execute the systems to what is expected of them. So I think the biggest thing that these guys look like they want to play, they're very much wanting to play for Rick Tocchet. They feel like they kind of don't want to let him down, so to speak, in the fact that he's, that relationship, that trust that they have with him. And heard it from Nick. I remember, we were talking to Nick Seeler about it after Tocchet, after the Calgary game, and how he was talking about how some of the players, some of the leaders on the team were kind of almost like passenger-like in how they were handling themselves in that game. And then they responded. Obviously, it was a wild game in Montreal that they had where they took, they came out, they responded with a 3-0 lead, and then Montreal just shoots the lights out in the second period before we get to the 5-4 shootout finish. So it's been a case in this circumstance where, again, it's a little bit up, a little bit down, and they're still like trying to get that level of consistency that the coach is wanting, but the relationship just seems to be in a better spot overall.
Just sounds like the Oilers are going to have to bring their work boots. And for a team that's played, honestly, Anthony, 5 good periods of hockey so far this season, it's not going to be I know people look on the surface, the Oilers should win this game, but we're not looking at it this way. We think this is going to be tough, and it's the start of a 7-game road trip for the Edmonton Oilers. Anthony, before we let you go, you're a big F1 guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a big Ferrari guy?
I believe in the best, I want great racing, and I don't give a damn who gives it.
I just want to get your thoughts on Ferrari chairman John Elkann's suggestion that Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc need to focus on driving and talk less.
It's a fascinating thing for Elkann to say. I would say there's a kernel of truth to that. I do think sometimes there may be a little bit too much, but the thing I always see with Ferrari is there's always this sense of chaos that goes on with them. And at the end of the day, if there's chaos, I'm going to be looking at the top of the ladder. So, John, maybe keep that conversation in-house per se. More or less, it's just, and I heard it, I think, as well from Fred Vasseur. It's kind of like, maybe sort of said the same thing, like what's been a constant here despite all the changes, if we're all concerned about these things. So it's Ferrari, it's drama. I'm Italian, I get it. But,
who wins the championship, Tony, this year?
I think Lando. Lando is going to win it. I think once he managed the more recent thing, and I think maybe Oscar's having a little bit of confidence struggle here, and I think there's been a few missed opportunities here potentially for Max. I think Max will fight all the way to the very end, but I think Lando is in a spot here where I think he's going to be able to get through and win his first championship.
Anthony, you going to be at the game tonight?
This evening, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Not the game that I'd unfortunately. Wednesday nights can be a little bit difficult on the schedule here, but I will be watching.
Nice. Anthony, thank you for taking the time. I know you're super busy. Enjoy the game tonight, and I'm sure we'll chat again.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Hernan. Thank you.
All right. That's Anthony Mingioni from hockeyhotstove.com, and he was brought to you by Old Country Towing. Call them at 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. It's a good convo. Good conversation. We will get to that F1 story because I want to get your thoughts on that as well. But it's interesting that top line is the first time they're going to play together tonight. That's a good line.
It's a fascinating line.
Yes.
Because the fact that Couturier, is a phenomenal player, but he's both sides and has done well against McDavid, in years past in short stints. Obviously, they only play a couple times, but then he has two very dynamic wingers.
Zegras leads them in scoring. Yeah, he's bounced back.
Yeah, and Michkov, we've seen what he can do. He's a very dangerous player. So
he scored 2 last year against the Oilers here at home, I think.
He scored, and he scored in Philly too, I think.
No, I'm intrigued by Noah Cates. I don't know much about the player, but he said he's probably going to get the McDavid matchup. 5th round pick.
That's cool.
That's very, very interesting. Always hit us up, River Korean Box. We're only at 20 thumbs up. Come on, guys. It's Oilers game day. They're coming off a win, and they're probably going to win again tonight. It's Hernan guaranteed right there. I'm calling a blowout. Still to come. Screw it. Let's do a parlay. Dustin Nielson. Courageous moment for the Alberta Blue Cross. Like always, the afternoon inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out some shows this month coming up here shortly, couple days. Desire, it's the International U2 Tribute. All you have to do for tickets is go to their website at rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. On the other side of the break, it's time for Hernan's World. Step away from a little bit of sports and just have some fun with some national days and all that fun stuff. Like I said, please slam that thumbs up. It's Walk, it's Hernan, it's Coop. We're back after the break.
The Oilers hit the ice in Philly to battle the Flyers. First game of a back-to-back for Edmonton. Stuart Skinner suits up in between the pipes. Catch the game down at Boston Pizza Clairview. Tom Gazzola is on location for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Pre-game starts at 4:30 alongside Ben Thompson right here on EST. A smaller slate around the league. Just 3 other games on tap. Chicago hosting New Jersey. The Lightning and Rangers dropping the puck while the Mammoth welcome in the Sabres. And for the Senators, Thomas Chabot is getting an evaluation for an upper body injury he suffered yesterday against the Stars. He left the game after the first period and will sit out tomorrow against the Bruins. From Toronto, Blue Jays assistant hitting coach Hunter Menz is leaving the franchise to join the Giants. Menz has been a part of the organization since 2018, coaching with the big club since 2022. On the court, there's a dozen games. Portland visits New Orleans. The Thunder meet the Lakers while the Grizzlies and Celtics throw down. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. Hernan's World is up next on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Beaumont does not have hotels. We've learned that.
Oh, that's right.
Beaumont does not have a hotel. The Morning Boys about a year ago discovered Beaumont does not have a single hotel.
Beaumont, come on in, but just for a while.
Yeah.
We want
you to show up, but I want you out too.
You need to leave by 9.
Stay in Leduc.
That's right.
Full curfews.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielson Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielson Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Train furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. Train, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
Here on EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. It looks like it's nice. It's actually been very nice these last couple of days.
The dog park was awesome yesterday.
Yeah, it was great. Great.
Got scared by a nasty.
Well, that's it. Tell the story.
Well, this guy started walking towards me all aggressive, and then I was a little bit scared. He goes, "Hey." And I thought, oh, did my dog do something wrong or something? And he got close. He goes, "Let me shake your hand," or "I got to shake your hand." I go, "Why?" He goes, "I love your show." I said, "Oh, thank God." I thought I was going to have to fight this guy. But always nice to have people that listen to us and are appreciative.
Course.
It was awesome. So
I was at the Italians. I was telling you, I was with the GF. We're getting some stuff and just kind of browsing. Hey, Hernan. I was like, it's Baggio from the text line. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, hey, man, nice to meet you. It's Baggio." Yeah. He had a bag of Italian walnuts.
Yeah.
And I, same thing, love the show, love the station. I was like, "Oh, it's good to meet you," and blah, blah, blah. You know, it was great to meet them.
Yeah, I know.
Baggio. Great to meet Baggio. And Jeff's like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, it's funny with the wife.
She's just a fan.
The wife's like, "Who's that?" I go, "Oh, they listen to us." They listen to you? I can barely listen to you now.
I think that's the reaction of all our partners. Like, "Oh, get over
you
yourself."
say some of the dumbest things.
Well, speaking of that, this text comes in and he's not happy. He says, "Where is it? Where'd it go? Stop living in. Where'd it go? Yeah.
What was it? On.
Hernan, what an afternoon having coffee that I bought yesterday and listening to Hernan, the man with Gage from Baggio.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, so I kind of lost it there for a bit. But hey, hit us up. Slam that thumbs up. Let's see what we're at right now. We're not at a good number. Coop's going to get it. 31. Come on. Let's
I
go.
wore that number.
That's right. That was your number.
Yeah.
That's on your Twitter profile.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to Hernan's World, brought to you by the the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, accepting registration now for Thursday night men's curling league. Plus, book your bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rental with the purchase of a buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details. Gage, if you find that text, let me know. Because I'm on a different I'm on the app, so sometimes it fudges up. Yeah, so.
Is it from Kreger?
No. No name. Well, my side, there's no name.
I don't know.
Did you find it, Coop?
No, I didn't, but I know that the app has messed me up a little bit because if you have an Apple device, now you have to download the app for texting platform. It's a little bit different to navigate there, Hernan.
Okay. So, Gage, I'll go away from the sports here. Hey, how about the new pictures in the boardroom today?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. If you guys, just to bring you into the studios, it's photos, framed, very well done, of the Estes.
Yeah.
And there's one of the full group. There's one of the theater outside, and then there's personal shots when people want awards. Gager's up there, Coob's up there, Reed's up there, and Eric.
Yeah.
Looks very nice. Well done, Dusty.
Yeah, that's very nice.
That's beautiful, yeah.
Is that the best picture ever taken by you? Of you? Because you look stunning.
Haven't you seen his magazine photo?
Oh, that's different.
You haven't seen my calendar?
I have.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but you look very...
well, thanks, man.
They captured the moment is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's...
looks really good. Same with Coob. Like, everybody's doing like a gesture or like a hand gesture or something like that, right? So
it's good.
Really well done. Really well done.
Good old Photoshop.
So kudos to Dusty, who will join us in the next hour. All right, let's get to this quickly here. Always food on our show. Always. Today's National Chicken Soup Day.
Really?
Yeah, Gage. Are you a soup guy?
Like the book?
Come on.
Yeah. Are you a soup guy, Coop?
I can mess with some soup. Yeah, it depends on which one though. Like a turkey soup is too bland for me. But
wait.
Sorry.
I'm putting the cart before the horse. Is that how you say it? The cart before.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I know people that
backwards.
don't like soup. My buddy Evan Dom from the Elks,
Really?
who used to be with the Elks, he doesn't drink anything hot, and he won't have soup because it's hot.
Doesn't even have coffee?
No,
Really?
that's or tea.
Really?
He likes nothing hot.
What?
Yeah.
So like what? So when he eats regular
but when he eats a
food-
meal, it's obviously hot, but he like liquids.
just straight. Oh man,
Yeah, and I find that bizarre.
you got to enjoy some hot cocoa or something every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Especially the cold weather is right around the corner.
I'm a soup guy. So Gager, again, you're the only one left in this world, and all you can eat is soup. What's your top soups?
Oh. You know, my whole algorithm's like this with if you only had one meal or where country it would come from, and it goes through all the people bringing stuff out. You know, there's so many really good soups, but I think I would have to go with a fall or faux.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Because you're
That
getting
counts as soup?
You're getting
It is soup.
it is soup.
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, it's
Like probably like a vermicelli noodles, if whatever. Does it have to be the certain type of one too?
No, just because pho can be chicken, it can be
I know.
it can be tripe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, pho's good.
Yeah, I would go with that. I could eat that the rest of my life for sure.
I didn't even think of that. Coop, what do you got?
Yeah, I didn't think of that either. I'm thinking more traditional kind of soups. My mom makes a homemade pea soup every once in a while, and it's absolutely awesome. Like, it's the best thing that she makes. She knows it, and anytime she has it, I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Probably not very good for me to eat it like that, but I can eat it till the end of time, I swear. So that's the top one there for me.
So you got pea soup. I'm going to go with one of mine that would be the top of the list. Let's each pick two.
Okay.
I'd have to go tortilla soup.
Tortilla soup. Okay.
With the fresh avocado in it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I've had some really good ones here in
sour
Edmonton.
cream on there.
Yeah.
Cilantro.
You like it?
Yeah.
So what is a tortilla soup? I haven't actually had it.
It's from Mexico, right?
Okay.
So it's chicken, It's kind of like a thick red broth, but it's got tortilla chips, got sour cream, avocado, cilantro, like you said. It's got some cheese.
Cheese on top. Yep.
It is great. It's one of my favorites.
I'd
Gager,
probably like that, yeah.
What would you go with?
Second one. Well, maybe I'll go a little bit more traditional, I guess. But I've already got the noodles, so I got 2?
Yes.
Then I would probably go with New England clam chowder.
Oh, good
yeah.
one.
If it was the other one. Like, so I got the pho, I got the clam chowder. I'm good. I'm set. Where am I, on a deserted island?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Coop?
I love mushrooms. I could cook up just an entire package of mushrooms and eat them, and to have it in soup is just fantastic. Any kind of mushroom soup, even the canned stuff, I'll go to that. That's probably one. I would go clam chowder as well, but I had a fantastic bowl of clam chowder in Seattle.
Oh, I bet.
Phenomenal. It was superb. But I'll go with mushroom soup for this one.
Yeah, I got okay, so there's a Chilean soup. It's just called cazuela, but it's just potato. It can be meat or chicken. Comes with squash, corn, and like they put it all on the plate. It's like this. That's really good. But if I had to go like things that are known, I'd have to go ramen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ramen is so good.
Yeah.
Well, like when we went to Vancouver, man, we went to a ramen restaurant. They're like, the spice level goes 1 to 10. I'm like, well, what would you recommend? They're like, 4 is really hot. I was like, 4? And I got a 4. And I was like, holy. Really? I'm like, I wonder what a 6 is.
Okay.
Ramen's the best. And I'm new to it. Like I've only, I tried it for the first time like 2 years ago. Wow.
I haven't tried it yet. I haven't gone to a ramen place yet.
Is that right?
No.
I think you'd like it.
I probably would.
Do you like egg?
Oh, God, yeah. But one of my followers, I think she's I think she's like Slavic or something, Russian, but she cooks. I'll show her to. She does these extravagant meals.
Yeah.
And she made a clam soup. So, but what she did was, like, obviously you put the clams in salt water so they open up, right? And then she cooked them in like white wine, like heated broth and stuff. But then she put ice in a bowl, and then with the clam juice, right? She put that and put like gelatin in it, and then put it in a syringe with this tube around the ice bowl of water and pushed it through so it froze, and the soup became a gelatinous, like basically spaghetti noodle, thick spaghetti noodle.
Ooh.
Put that with the broth and then put the clams on top.
Oh wow!
It was. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go get some rubber tubing. I wanted to try it, but it looked phenomenal.
You're from the coast. You ever had seafood soup?
Of course.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seafood. I mean, French onion soup I love.
Yeah, a good French onion.
I mean, minestrone's good.
I mean, this time of year is soup season for me.
Soup season, yeah.
Right? I mean, even if you just get the blender out, all you got to do, this is usually what my wife and I do is, you get those veggies that are in your fridge and like, oh, they're close to getting bad. All we do is take all that stuff out, salt and pepper, olive oil, roast it, throw it in a pot, water, cook it up, probably maybe some cream, some other spices, then blend it in just a blended soup. This is a blended vegetable soup.
So, like, we're more of a homemade soup, but there's one they sell at City Market. It's called red pepper and Gouda. Oh my! We had it the other day. That is one of the best soups you can get at a market.
Gumbo. Yeah, good gumbo. Yeah, that's good.
I don't think there's a bad soup.
No, I don't think so either.
Like tomatoes.
Borscht. You ever had a borscht soup?
I've never had.
Really?
What's
it's
that?
Cold. It's tomato soup, but big chunks of tomato in there.
Oh, I see.
It's really good.
Yeah. You ever had lentils?
I cook them all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Big in our culture.
I bet.
Yeah.
You put a ham bone in there? Ever?
No.
With a ham bone? Should do that.
YouTube Trev says Ichiban and French onion.
All in the package. Nice.
I'm not going to lie. I like the Ichiban.
Oh, of course. They're
it's
great.
a quick meal.
We used to, at Notre Dame, at the Athol Murray College of Notre Dame, we'd all have these hot plates or just little that you could cook in. and it was called, everyone from Notre Dame will know this, maybe not now, but it was called a crafty itchy. So you cooked the craft dinner, and then when it got close, you threw the itchy in the Ichiban noodles in there to cook, and then you would once it was done, you would drain the water, would leave a little bit left, and then put both the cheese and the Ichiban seasoning in there and mix it. I tell you, man, when you're hungry like that, it was perfect. I've perfected it now, but the old crafty itchies, they were great.
Yeah, people would I remember people in school would just take the pack and eat it like that.
Yeah.
Raw.
Oh, yeah. I've done that too.
You always want to fit in. You're like, Mom, can you get me a pack of that Ichiban? I just want to eat it like that. They'd be like, what's wrong with you?
The dried noodles.
Oh, the good old dry noodles. All right, that does it for Hernan. Keep those coming in, though, to the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat as well. Slam that thumbs up as we move along here. It's National Chicken Soup Day. And I mean, a classic chicken noodle.
But thick noodles.
Yeah, the thicker the better.
You ever make your own noodles?
No.
No?
One day. Have you guys ever tried the clam chowder from Earl's? It's unreal, from Sean.
I think I have.
I don't think I have. That's on the list.
I'm always, it's bad of me to do, but I'm always a little bit hesitant to try seafood in landlocked places. It's just me, but maybe it's the mean streets of Kitsilano coming out of me.
You have to try a Chilean seafood soup. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you can't do it. Like, you have to eat it and then be by a couch because you'll fall asleep right after. That's just the way it goes. Okay. All right, that does it for hour one here on EST Afternoons. We talked to Anthony Mingioni from HockeyHotStove.com as he previewed the Philadelphia Flyers. We looked back at the win over the Columbus Blue Jackets. We got lots to get to as well. Same lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. We'll go over the Flyers lineup. And Zach Hyman set to return either tomorrow, but more likely Saturday, according to Chris Knobloch. Stuart Skinner gets to start. Dustin Nielson in hour two, courageous moment, and we got to do our parlay as well. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons, and like always, we are portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. Pizza Sundays back at the CBH after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99 and wash it down with the $6.99 doubles and $1 of Bud Light tankers. That's the Canadian Brewhouse. Hour two of EST Afternoons on the other side of the break.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Jody Shelley joining us on the Oil Country Towing Hotline.
Their best players, Draisaitl and McDavid, are doing everything. Other people in that locker room need to feel important. Other people need to kill penalties. They need roles within teams. That's what they don't have right now, is that camaraderie and that special feeling for most of the lineup to feel important in teams.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Skip the couch and hit the Canadian Brewhouse. Your home for every puck drop, every goal, and every cheer. With ice-cold drinks, massive screens, and the best fans in town. This hockey season, our house is your arena.
The Lock
I
Shop.
spent all Saturday just thinking about Macklin Celebrini. Oh my God, is this kid good, dude?
How is he not on the Olympic team, right?
I'll say this right now. Not only is he on the Olympic team, he will be in the lineup, like in the top 12 forwards when Canada drops the puck on its first game. There's no way you can not have this kid in the lineup. He is that dynamic and that good.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Stuart Skinner is a starter for the Oilers on the front end of a back-to-back facing the Flyers tonight. Swing by Boston Pizza Clairview to catch the game alongside Tom Gazzola. He's on location for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Tune in at 4:30 only on EST. 3 other games in the NHL. Devils and Blackhawks play at 7:30, while Utah plays host to Buffalo at 7. And from New York, Spencer Martin has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Rangers. The 30-year-old started this season in the KHL, playing 14 games with CSKA Moscow. Elsewhere, Thomas Chabot is getting an evaluation for an upper body injury sustained yesterday against the Stars. He left the game after the first period and won't suit up tomorrow as the Senators meet the Bruins. Meanwhile, assistant hitting coach of the Blue Jays, Hunter Menz, is leaving Toronto, taking a job with the Giants. Menz joined the organization in 2018, coaching with the Jays since 2022. NBA action, there's a dozen games on tap, including the Spurs and Warriors hitting the court at 6 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Here, hour 2, EST Afternoons, Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas. Zach Kubish producing. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up from 3 to 4:30. Then Tom Gazzola takes over as he'll get you set for Oilers and Flyers with the Oil Stream pregame show. Then Reed and Jay will close out the final half hour. The boys will be back later tonight to break down all the action from Philadelphia. I think the Oilers will win tonight. I think they got to get these 2 games here, Gage, or these next 2, so hopefully they can do that. You know Columbus is going to be pissed off about what happened on Monday. They picked up a win yesterday, so they've played a lot of hockey, too.
They have.
So
everyone will, man. With this condensed season, yeah. I think, you know what, there's usually a part of the season where the top teams kind of get a little bit of separation. I'm not saying they run away with it, but I think we're getting to a point where you'll see some teams start to figure it out a little bit and go on a little bit of a roll here. We've already seen it with some teams, but Oilers got to make hay.
4 games this week, 4 games next week. It's crazy.
Do you think teams looking at the Oilers this year and hearing, they hear rumblings, they're off to a bad start, it's blah, blah, blah. Do they strike fear into you playing the Oilers, or are teams more excited with the chance to beat them?
I think the latter. We're excited just to beat them.
Yeah.
I don't think there's fear or anything. Not at this level, at least I don't think.
No, maybe fear's the wrong. I just felt in years prior that teams were more like, we have to play well or we're going to get embarrassed. And this year, I think it's a little bit different. They're more of a measuring stick. And how do we stack up against these guys?
I think it's almost, they look at it kind of like, okay, we know what these guys are about.
Yeah.
But they're not playing very well right now.
Yeah.
So if we work, they're probably going to have a tough time.
Yeah.
Right? I think that fear is kind of faded. This is the one I was looking for. Stop living in hyperbole, Hernan. You're getting difficult to listen to.
Ouch.
What's that about, the Bouchard stuff?
I guess.
Well, it's very simple. You don't have to listen. So.
Yes, you do. I don't care if you don't like Hernan. You still got to listen.
No, but I'm intrigued on what, though. Like, if that's fine, chirp. But on what claim are you saying that for? Exaggerating. Because the stuff I was talking about in a little rant about Bouchard being benched, that was all real, man. I wasn't. They weren't jokes. Trust me.
I don't think he. Yeah, I don't. Because hyperbole is supposed to be like a massive exaggeration. Is that right?
Yeah. So what am I exaggerating?
I don't know.
The only thing I can think about is the Bouchard stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm trying to think of what you overly exaggerated with Bouchard.
Because maybe this person thinks that the people that I saw on socials and all that saying stuff about it, like the stuff I was getting upset about, it wasn't meant to be taken literally.
Maybe.
Who knows? Anyways.
I don't think you're hyperbolic.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, quickly. So the Dallas Mavericks fire Nico Harrison.
Whoa.
Like.
Is this like now?
No, this was, I think it dropped yesterday or Monday night. So this guy makes one of the worst trades in sports history, right?
Yeah.
Then he gets fed number 1 overall pick this year. Like, it wasn't this, like, I find it interesting that the owners now are sending out letters to the fans and apologizing, but they signed off on this one. I am so confused about what happened because Nico Harrison didn't make this trade without the approval of the owners, right? And the higher ups. And now that trade was made in February, guys. We're in November and he's gone already.
Wow.
They're off to a 3-8 start. Like that, like Nico Harrison, man, he's got to go down as one of the worst GMs just for that trade alone. He traded one of the best players in the league for no reason, apparently.
Well, they said it was because of his work ethic, and didn't they? And said they weren't sure where his head was, but I don't know, man. He was still pretty good.
I mean, I take the talent over whatever, because all that stuff can be worked on. Like, you need to get in better shape.
Well, I don't see why you would get rid of him. Instead, maybe bring people in to change the culture a little bit, right?
Exactly.
Like, if you got a superstar that can't figure it out, grab some veteran guys that have been there before to say, hey, this isn't how you win. And then that was I remember Dusty on that trade. Like, he ranted forever with that.
Well, because LeBron got the help he nedeed.
I know, but he was saying it was a dumb trade.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, when it dropped, like, we even brought on a Mavs guest because we couldn't believe it. Like, it was just, like, we at that time, I remember we were like, what compares to that trade? Like, we said hockey terms. I think people brought up, maybe not Gretzky, but what was it again? What was the trade that people compared it to?
I can't remember.
Because in hockey, have we ever seen a trade like that?
You don't see it like that.
Like a young.
I mean,
like, could you say Lindros?
Yeah, I think that's. But at the time, maybe you saw it as Lindros, but the return didn't in this trade.
He's always hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt again, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. It's just it's bizarre, man. It's bizarre world. I mean, and then remember when the fans were chanting to get rid of him, and they would tell the fans stop chanting, and then they did exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's just insane. On the flip side of that, can you name the 3 teams that are in the top of the Pacific Division in the NHL?
Okay, I haven't looked, but I'm going to go with Anaheim.
Yes.
Vegas?
Nope.
Really?
I think I know.
San Jose?
Yes.
And LA.
So it's Anaheim first, LA second. San Jose and Seattle tied for third. The West Coast is taking over.
Talk about California dreaming. Holy moly.
Oh, nice, Coop. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mamas and papas.
If I would have told you on November 12th these 3 teams would lead the Pacific, you would probably would have slapped me.
That would have been hyperbole.
That word.
That would have been hyperbole.
I wouldn't have slapped you, but I would have ridiculed you for a little bit. I felt bad because Jay came up to me a couple days ago and he asked, Joaquin, what do you think? What does a coach do? How can a coach motivate you? And I'm going, well, not tons. They implement. You got to listen to them, right? You don't have to like them, but you have to listen to what they say and their message, and everyone has to be on the same page. But as for the total result on the ice, I put that more on the players than anyone else. But then you look at Anaheim, and you can't tell me that there's been a drastic change in that team. And although they've added some good Trouba, Kreider, they have some. I forget the guy that used to play in Tampa too. Anyway, and they have some really good young players. There's a good mix there. And then you add in a guy like Quenneville. The recipe, it's just like making a nice soup. All the ingredients are in there. It's looking delicious down there in Anaheim.
Looking like a good gumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it. Anaheim, man, they have...
I can't wait to see them. I haven't watched one of their games.
I'm a little afraid of them. Those Stalls becoming one of the best.
He was always good. He always had the Oilers number in a sense too, right?
Leo Carlson, top 3 in scoring with Bedard and Celebrini. And then you mix in the old guy McKinnon in there.
I mean, there seems to be a
shift.
A shift in the superstars in the NHL.
When you look at the Flames, lost again yesterday. I think they're just over 2 when it comes to winning percentage, 287 or so. They can't score. Dustin Wolf's just playing way too much, making too many saves.
I worry about him, man. There's the chance that they got to turn things around quickly for him. You can't have a John Gibson just he looks like Denny Lemieux from Slapshot,
Is this the year finally the Flames get a top 3 pick?
No, probably not.
Because they're in last, Joaquin.
Yeah, but it's funny because I watch a few Flames podcasts and they're more interested in the failures of the Edmonton Oilers than their own team. That's all they talk about is how happy they are that the Oilers got blown out 9-1. It was hilarious watching it.
Well, maybe because the team is so bad, they're like, let's just focus on the other team, make fun of them, right?
I guess. I mean, I can see why it makes diehard Flames fans happy because their team's in the pooper too. And I'd like it. I would like it if they got McKenna. I think it would be awesome.
They've never had a player like that.
I think it would be great for this province to have some of the top players in the league playing on their teams.
Is Jerome McGinley their best player ever?
Yeah.
Not even close? I think it has to be Jerome.
But you look back at Nieuwendyk was but he wasn't there for ever.
Same with Gilmore,
McInnes, Vernon, Fleury. They've had some great players, but
Tkachuk was on the brink of becoming a fantastic.
He could have been.
Gaudreau, he was fantastic there too, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like they haven't had, but it would just be, I hate it. I don't care what team you're on. I hate it when stars say they don't want to play there because, I understand it when American players say they want to play in the States. I get it. They want to play at home. That's fine. But it's just, I don't like it. I think it's a privilege to play anywhere.
Yeah.
And that an NHL team wants you on their roster.
Yeah.
I think that's good enough. And Calgary is a great city. I mean,
that's why Lindros always rubbed me the wrong way because he didn't want to play in Quebec.
Yeah.
Right? He would have won a cup probably.
Yeah, well, he would have gone to Colorado and won a cup. Yeah. Well, he would have.
I mean, the package the Nordiques got was outstanding.
He would have been playing with Joe Sakic. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Imagine those two.
Jeez.
So very, very interesting. Okay, Matthews hurt yesterday. Coach said he doesn't know his status. Stollar's hurt. Thomas Chabot hurt. But the big one, Demko hurt. Groin injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were talking about that contract and just the Lackinen. They knew they were going to be okay, but That's it, man. This is it. This is
because the Vancouver media today made it clear it's nothing to do with his prior injury, which is the big one.
I think he's prone to injuries.
Yeah.
And it sucks because he's so good, but I don't know. They should. That signing puzzled me so much. That length of time and that amount.
Yeah.
You knew he had the track record of him getting injured the whole time.
Sucks for the player.
Really sucks for the player.
Well, on the team, because he's kind of the backbone.
You got to question, like, I hate looking at players and go, oh, what could have been,
Yeah. That's a tough one, but a lot of big injuries to some players in Canadian markets. Of course, Edmonton dealing with their own, with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins out for this week. They said a week, but it's probably going to be more because Knobloch's usually pretty off on these.
Hyman was supposed to be back 2 weeks ago.
Mark was only supposed to be out 10 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see what the news in Nuge. But the other side of the break.
Maybe he looks at injuries in dog years.
Yeah. Just triple whatever Knobloch says. The Afternoon Inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their happy hour. It's $5.25 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. A guy that's going to be hitting a lot of happy hours this week.
Oh, my gosh.
Is coming up next. The Boss Man, Dustin Nielson, live from Winnipeg. Here on EST Afternoons, it's Joaquin, it's Hernan, and here's Coob with your sports update.
The Oilers begin a 7-game road trip with a clash against the Flyers. Stuart Skinner is a starter for the 7-6-4 Oilers, while Dan Vladar takes the crease for Philly. Swing by Boston Pizza Clairview. Tom Gazzola will be on location for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts for the pregame show at 4:30 right here on EST. 3 other games around the league. The Rangers meet the Lightning at 5. The Sabres joust the Mammoth while the Devils dance with the Blackhawks. In NFL news, Ramondre Stevenson and Keyshawn Boutte are out for the Patriots tomorrow against the Jets. Boutte with a hamstring injury, Stevenson with a toe issue. And for the Jays, assistant hitting coach Hunter Menz is leaving Toronto to join the Giants. Menz has been a part of the Jays organization since 2018. From LA, Bradley Beal, the Clippers, is set to undergo season-ending hip surgery, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. There's 12 games on tap today. Clippers and Nuggets tip-off while Cleveland visits Miami. Dustin Nielson, CEO of EST, joins us after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
What a ride it was. The Blue Jays have made our whole country proud. Sentinel Storage is honored to stand with Canada's team every step of the way. Thank you, Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. It's game day. Oilers Flyers, 5:30. Oil Stream pregame show gets you set at 4:30, and then the boys will be back later tonight to break it all down. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas here live from the William Huff Studios. And joining us now on the Old Country Towing video hotline, the boss man, Dustin Nielson. Dusty, what's shaking?
From Winnipeg. What's up, boys? How you doing?
I'm surprised you're not hitting up a happy hour already with some chicken
This
tendies.
is, well, actually, I've already been to the Elephant and Castle, had tendies for lunch, couple spice rum and Diet Cokes. Then I went for a walk. This hotel is connected to the like fan center or whatever, where all the parties are going to be. And I found this CFL coat, boys. Look at this thing. It's
what
like
are
a
you
bomber
wearing?
jacket. It's got all of the teams. I'll never tell you or my wife how much I paid for this. But the moment all joking aside, it's now the most expensive jacket I own. But I had to have this. Like, as a guy who can't cheer for just one team, this is sick. And then I got a new CFL hat. And if you look, I'll show when I get back. But it's like shag carpeting on the back.
No way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like got a Grey Cup front.
Holy, that's nice.
But then it's got like, it's like, I think it would keep you warm. It's like a half toque. So, best Grey Cup ever. I'm off to a great start here. This is awesome.
That's a solid jacket.
That is pretty sweet.
I saw it right away and I was like, oh, and get this. It turns inside out and it's just like a gray Grey Cup jacket on the other side.
What?
You got a
so
reversible
it's like two
jacket?
jackets for
That's
the
like
price
two
of
jackets.
one jacket.
Yeah, don't look at the
for
price
the price
of one.
of like 9 jackets.
Yeah, you bought 2 jackets.
Yeah, don't tell Tam you bought 1 jacket. Say you bought 2 jackets. Never show her the inside.
Don't fire this thing.
Yeah.
Hello. You never met me before. But I figured I'd get my shopping out of the way early. You know, when you're rolling around in double XLs, you got to. I mean, it doesn't last long, right?
Yeah.
This is a large country, so I had to get my stuff early, and I'm loving it. I love this jacket.
Hey, great job in the boardroom with the new.
Hey, yeah, those photos look good.
Beautiful.
Hey?
Oh,
yeah, I've been cooking that up for about a week. I came in Remembrance Day, brought the family, and Elizabeth did a big Oilers drawing on the board there. She's like, I hope the guys see it. She was very excited about it. But I even put up the old EST thing that Norman and Combine got us by myself, and I did that. I brought in my drill. I had an extension cord, and Tammy was very impressed with me. She came in too, and at first she's like, maybe you should just leave it and Jay can put the thing up in the middle. I said no. I said, and then I was gonna half-ass it. I was gonna put like 3M on it and then also drill it in for like extra support. But then what I did was I actually brought like anchors, you know, the anchors that you can put in. So I drilled the hole, punched the anchor in, then drilled in the screws. Wow. It was a big day. It took me about 9.5 hours, but I got it. But I got it done.
You're growing right before our eyes. I mean, the
That's
picture.
a great photo of you too, Gager.
Oh, that's the best one. Like you captured that moment so beautifully, man. Like it's
had
amazing.
to have that one up there. It's the best.
I did tried to look behind it, see if it was a peephole into our neighbors, but there's nothing there. So
yeah, there's 6 peepholes behind each of those canvases. More on that later.
Okay, we're gonna get to the Grey Cup, but first we got to talk some Oilers. Dusty, none of us had a chance to jump on Tuesday, obviously after a 5-4 win. I was telling Gager, for me and Gager disagreed. I thought that was McDavid's best game. He kind of took over and said, we're getting back in this game. But I think they got away with one. I still think they stole 2 points. I don't think they were the better team. They got a lucky tying goal, and then in overtime, it's a coin toss. What did you think of that performance?
Well, I mean, they had to have a puck bounce in off the other team's stick to not lose. I mean, it's not like Wallman shot it into the net. Like, it was funny because before it went in, I did think as I was watching the game, I said, man, you're screwing around with it here if you're Columbus, right? Like, they were trying to play keep away from McDavid and Draisaitl, which I totally get. But then Wallman aggressive hops up, but they got very fortunate bounce to tie the game. I thought, it was funny because McDavid scored a couple of beauties, but in the first period, I think he was buzzing, but I thought he was overhandling it. Mm-hmm. I was just like, man, you're trying to do too much, which I get. I understand the situation he's in. He's probably going to be that guy. And then he scores a couple of beauties, and they end up winning it in overtime. But I mean, I don't feel any better about the road trip after that game. I still think if they can be 500 on this road trip, that's very, very, very good for them right now. So, yeah, I mean, it was funny because, I don't know, I guess, did you guys have somebody on from Columbus the day of the game? Monday, was I listening? Either you guys or Reed. Somebody had, I think it was you guys.
We did.
Anyway, yeah, you guys had somebody on that day when they were saying Columbus is great at getting the lead, but can't really hold it. And that's exactly what happened, right? Like they got the job done. I liked their first period. I thought their first period was okay, but then it almost, you know what, when they were heading off the ice at the end of the first, I looked at the way they were skating off and I was like, man, they don't seem to be pretty, like, I think they thought if they brought it, they'd be up by like 3 at the end of the first. And I think that led to like a lackluster second, and then McDavid had to be superhuman. So, yeah, I mean, important to get the win, but I thought it was a bit more of the same.
So Tommy is talking today, Dusty, and he said McDavid, after that game, lost it on everyone in the room after the game. Like, it just probably another wasn't good enough type of speech.
Yeah.
You still think that if McDavid has the performance, I mean, I didn't like the backhand goal. I thought it was awful, but
I'm glad you said that, because when I was driving on Tuesday, I was thinking, I was like, if Skinner gets beaten on that, he's getting torched. But it's fun because he spun, right?
Yeah. He spun with a backhand. Come on, guys. Like, from just inside the top 6. Anyways, we'll talk about that on 2 guys later. But do you think that maybe it might be a turnaround, or do you still think that this team's going to struggle on this road trip, just with the McDavid having the performance and the yelling after the game?
Well, I mean, the yelling after the game, that was after the Saturday game, right after the big loss. Yeah. I mean, it didn't lead to them blowing out Columbus, right? It led to him having to put it on his shoulders against Columbus, right? So I don't think they're going out and winning five games on this road trip. I'd be pretty surprised if that's the case. If they could go 4-3, I think that'd be a massive success. I mean, I think the Draisaitl line, if they just sort of leave it together, I think there's some good things happening with that line. But like, they're not playing hard enough. I know there was a good buzz again in the Columbus game. Shout out to Frederick for taking a fight that could really only go one way, and it did. But it's still too easy to go to the front of the Oilers' net. Like, 2 more goals in that last game, right in front of the net. Like, I get it, you want better rebound control from Skinner, but if you're going to allow guys to be alone in front of the net, it's going to make it for a very difficult road trip. So here's what will probably lead to success on the trip. If they work hard and go to tough places, they will get power plays. They will score on power plays. Still don't necessarily like where they're at 5-on-5.
And Dusty, one last one on the Oilers. We finally saw number 2 be held accountable. He didn't play in the final 8:18 of the first period. It was funny being on X, and listen, take it with a grain of salt on X, but a lot of people upset that they've benched him when everybody was asking, what did you make of it? Because there's some theories out there that Coach Knoblauch maybe was forced into this, and he's trying to, and people were like, oh, that's the play that's going to get him benched is a slash. But like I said earlier, I think it was just everything that's led up to this moment.
Forced into it by who? By the fans?
Media?
Like, no.
Yeah.
Look, man, nothing against our guys, Reed, Tommy, Rashog, Speck. Chris Knoblauch gives no shits about what any of those guys think about his hockey team.
Thank you.
Yes. If he does, then he's not the guy. Like, no, there's no way. Look, he probably got, and I was a little surprised by it because Bush has done way worse things to hurt the team this season. But maybe he sat down with them and said, listen, like, you need to get it going. And in a spur of a moment frustration situation, he might have been like, okay, enough's enough. Like, maybe he's had chats with this guy, and finally it just sort of, that was the moment. Like, he's taking worse penalties. Like, it wasn't. So I don't think Knoblauch's going to start benching people because fans or us are like, hold people accountable. As a coach, he should just want to do that. Mm-hmm. I thought the best reaction to it all was people being like, how come it's not Nurse? Which I know frustrates a lot of people. Nurse has had a few benchable moments as well.
And he's been benched already this season.
Actually, he was once this year, right? So, I mean, let's see where it goes. Hopefully, it's a road trip that we're not sitting here having to go, well, he benched this guy this game and this guy this game. Like, hopefully, they just start to compete a little bit better.
But just quickly, because Dusty, it wasn't like I was telling Gager, he had 2 giveaways before the penalty, and then it was ticky-tack call, whatever, but it's a slash on the hands again. I think that was the moment for Knobloch because he just said, everything that's happened up to this point in these 16 games, like, I've had enough. Like, it wasn't just
he wasn't benching him for that penalty game.
No.
He was benching him for the first quarter of the season.
Yes.
And it was 8 minutes. Like, it's not the end of the world. I'm not sure it makes a big difference anyway. But we'll see how he handles things like that moving forward.
Dusty, this team hasn't given us any sort of optimism of how they're going to perform on this road trip. Like, I don't know what a successful road trip looks like for these guys, but if it really does come off the rails, is it on management to change something if that happens?
I mean, maybe we could say that, but what do you change?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're going to get Hyman back. I'm just sort of hoping for the organization that getting Hyman back flips the switch on everybody. I mean, because it's not Kapanen. They are missing one of their most important players. Now, other teams have missed important players and have had more success than the Oilers have had. I mean, is the next step maybe a couple guys get sent down, a couple guys get called up? I personally don't think that changes anything. I know the fan base, and I got time for it too. If you can even just get a different look between the pipes. Like, at this point, it's like, yeah, it might be better, might be worse, might not be able to be much worse. Which teams are willing to do that right now? It's so difficult to do something of significance from a manager's perspective at this time of the season. Like, that's not easy to do. So I think what's probably going to happen, like, I'm thinking if they go 3-3-1 on the road trip, I think we'd have to say that's pretty good for where this team has been at so far. I think they're going to have to get Hyman back, give Hyman 10 to 15 games, reassess where things are at, and then maybe come after Christmas, pull the trigger on something if anything is possible.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tonight they kick it off against the Philadelphia Flyers, a team they should beat.
They should beat Philly. I know they haven't been playing well, but they should beat Philly.
Should be Columbus.
They should beat Columbus again, but I wonder if Columbus has a thorn in their side. And there's some winnable games on this road trip for sure. And you would have to think they probably win one that we don't think they're going to win.
Yeah.
So
usually how it goes.
I don't know. I mean, if they could go 4-2-1, very successful road trip.
Dustin Nielson joining us live from Winnipeg. He's down there covering the Grey Cup. Let's get to the Grey Cup. Dusty, I'm excited for this one. I think it's 2 great teams. I think it's the 2 best teams throughout the season. When Alexander was in, Montreal was a top team. When he was out, obviously they went back to the mid-tier. But when you look at it, I look offensively, I mean, you probably give the edge to the Owls because of that receiving core, I think, at least. Defensively, pretty even, but I'd still give the edge to Montreal. And then special teams, I think, just because of the kicking game, Maltos over Lothar, I think they get the advantage. Is that the way you're kind of viewing it? Even though I'm still picking the Riders to win this one, but it's a very tight game to call, but how are you seeing it?
Well, I'm basically here to get sweet merch, man. I'm kind of just come out. I've done my shopping. I'm going to be home by Friday. Yeah, it's funny. You kind of just laid out where the advantages are.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are on Montreal. I saw like all the CFL.ca staff all pick the Riders.
Yeah. Does it come down to Alexander's injury?
Yeah, I mean, I'm afraid. Like, I want this Grey Cup to get. Now, he's practicing this week, which is a positive note. Yeah. He's getting a ton of treatment, but he is practicing. I really don't want this to go like, coming up in the second half, McLeod Bethel-Thompson will try to save the day because Davis Alexander's hurt. Like, that is not how you want the Grey Cup to finish. So, no, it's like Davis 2 games ago was awesome. But the Riders' defense is unreal, man.
Yeah.
If he is limited in any way, I think the Riders' defensive line could cause major issues. So, you make a valid point in all aspects of how you break it down, and Jason Moss has been a phenomenal coach during his time with Montreal. They can run the ball if they stay focused on it with Stevie Scott. I really like him. But I feel like this is like a 2017 or 23-20 sort of game. And I got faith in Trevor Harris to put it together at the end. So as of this moment, I don't know who I'm picking. Like, I'm going to have to be around the teams a little bit this week, but I think I might lean Riders just because of the question of if Davis Alexander does too much, and with the pressure that the Riders can bring, he might have to. If he gets banged up at all or is limited at all, that's a significant advantage for Saskatchewan. And Montreal's defensive line, like Adeyemi Berglund is awesome, but they're basically running 4 or 5 guys, whereas the Riders will mix in like 6, 7 guys. So I think that could play a big difference in the game as well. Beverett and Sankey are awesome, but Thurman and A.J. Allen are incredible on the other side in the linebacker groups too. So I want to call a 45-42 overtime game, but I think we might see something like in the low 20s to win the Grey Cup this year because both defenses are the real deal.
You answered my question right there, Dusty. Is Alexander still as confident as he's been, or has he pulled it back a little bit?
That guy, the only thing that'll calm that guy down is like his 30s. Like when he gets into his 30s. As long as he's 20. And he was funny because we chatted with him last week and he brought up, he referred to it himself as his antics. And we hadn't even brought this up. This was in one of those, on-camera pre-game shoots that we don't air all of, but we're chatting with him. And he brought it up. Like, he's like, I might have to dial it in again. So then we chatted with Jason Moss after we chatted with Davis. And I asked Jason, I said, hey, Davis told us without us asking him that feels like he might have to rein in his antics a little bit. And Jason was I said, did you have a chat with him about that? And Jason's like, no. He goes, I love the way he is. So Moss is a big fan of his quarterback. But who knows? Like, he was giving it, like, in the first quarter to the Ticats fans. Ticats, that's a tough town. Like, he's there in the crowd. He's giving it to the crowd. He's extremely He's a really nice guy, actually. But he's extremely confident, which I think probably comes across on a television broadcast as arrogant. But he's not that way, like, when you're just chatting with him. Really, really nice, down-to-earth dude. But his swagger is at another level on the field, and it is highly entertaining.
It's nice to see your superstars of your teams have a little bit more presence and bravado about them. Hey,
he celebrates. That's why I was so happy that Wallman scored the goal and then Roslovic scored the overtime winner. Because McDavid scored 2 of the most incredible goals you're going to see all year and just skated by everybody and went back to the bench. I was like, come on, man, you're trying to save the season.
He was all business.
You thought it was practice.
Yeah.
He is all business. I mean, the next time he probably smiles or celebrates is when he wins the Stanley Cup. That's it. That's probably the only thing at this stage. And look at everything else he's accomplished. Maybe he doesn't have a reason to smile, but I love seeing Wallman and Roslovic lose their mind on those goals. That was fun. You just don't see that very often with the team.
Maybe the Olympics will see him smile.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was pretty happy when he scored that big goal
in
the 4
Nations. Jumped. He got some airtime there. So
yeah, that was good.
Will he make the team? No, I'm just kidding. Dusty, so what are you and your brand new jacket going to get up to this evening?
Well, tonight is the CFL media party as hosted by Dave Naylor and Farhan Lalji.
Nice.
But do I wear a nice jacket like this to a media party? I'm afraid somebody might steal it. Media are cheap in general.
I was going to say, make sure you leave that thing on.
Yeah.
But maybe when you get back to the Elephant Castle, get a bib because you don't want plum sauce on that bad boy.
No, I already took this off. It's honey dill sauce, not plum gager. It's honey dill. And I don't know if I'm going to wear this out here. I feel like it'll get stolen. I've already had people be like, whoa, that's nice. Where'd you get it? After when I bought it. So... yeah, maybe I'll turn it around and go incognito with the Grey Cups.
Can we have it in the room here during broadcast, and when someone has a really good hit, we can pretend like we're the Jays and put it
I
on
love that.
and walk
put it on
down
the jacket?
and
Maybe. I don't know, man. This is pretty sweet, though.
Great question. Get the jacket. Dusty, thank you for taking the time. I know you're super busy down there. Enjoy the week, man. It's going to be a lot of fun, and have a great call on Sunday, man.
Yep, thanks, boys.
All right, that's Dustin Nielson, the boss man here. Of course,
having way too much fun.
Yeah, that jacket's sweet.
That is a sweet jacket. Yeah, I like the hat. Did you see the front too? The front's nice.
Yeah. He's also part of the Nielson Show.
Right.
Oil Stream. The Lock Shop. 2 guys and a goalie.
Does a lot.
Yeah, I think. Very proud that he put all those up.
Yeah, I thought we got to get into more of that because I love how not many people, when they come to like do work, like handiwork, not many people mention that they brought an extension cord and are happy about it. And I brought an extension cord. You kidding me?
You're so proud. Oh, I love it.
That's good.
This one says, just tuned in. What a knowledgeable guest. Don't lose his number. How many liters of honeydill dip? Oh, he's probably had a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a business expense, Dusty. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to put that on the good old EST card.
Probably.
Yeah.
Talk to
That's
HR Daddy about that.
That's one of the best jackets
Mm-hmm.
I have ever seen. On the other side of the break, courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross. And it's time for the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay. Slam that thumbs up. Let's go. Get you ready for Reed Wilkins and J Mill. Here's Coop.
The Oilers hit the ice in Philly to battle the Flyers' first game of a back-to-back for Edmonton. Stuart Skinner suits up in between the pipes. Catch the game down at Boston Pizza Clearview. Tom Gazzola is on location for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Pre-game starts at 4:30 alongside Ben Thompson right here on EST. And a smaller slate around the league, just 3 games with Chicago hosting New Jersey. The Lightning and Rangers dropping the puck while the Mammoth welcome in the Sabres. And from New England, Keyshawn Booty and Ramondre Stevenson have both been ruled out for tomorrow's game against the Jets. Booty with a hamstring injury, Stevenson out with a toe issue. From Toronto Blue Jays, assistant hitting coach Hunter Menz is leaving the franchise to join the Giants. Menz has been a part of the Jays organization since 2018. On the court, Bradley Beal, the Clippers, is done for the season, set to undergo hip surgery to repair his fractured hip. And there's 12 games on tap today. Portland visits New Orleans. The Thunder meet the Lakers while the Grizzlies and Celtics throw down. The Screw It, Let's Do It NHL parlay next on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
We're back. Final segment, EST Afternoons. Hope you've enjoyed the show. I know one person didn't.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll be more serious. Joaquin, Coop, Hernan. Hey, let's get to the courageous moment.
Sure.
Every great play starts with courage. Alberta Blue Cross is proud to support Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments. I'm going to go back a couple days, though. I'm going to give it to Trent Frederick.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, he's taken a lot of heat because his play hasn't been up to this standard, right? That Stan Bowman talked him up, the coach, the contract that he got, he hasn't done much. He realized it. Coach said it before the game, and he went and took on one of the toughest guys in the league, knowing how it was going to go, like Dusty said. He knew he was going to.
I don't know.
But potentially you're going to eat some punches.
Mm-hmm.
He took quite a few.
He did.
And stupid linesman wouldn't jump in. But I think that takes courage because he could have easily just said, yeah, I'm not fighting a tougher guy than me.
And I think, I forget who said it on the post-game show. Someone said it. I agreed with them. I would have rather have seen Frederick play in a style that someone had to take care of him on the Blue Jackets, whoever it was, right? Olivier, if Frederick's playing, he's running around, causing havoc, being a pest, that they have to respond to him. The fact that he has to go out looking for that, I get it. And look.
And he did.
Yeah. And the Oilers are 1-0 winning Oiler fights.
Yeah. It's first fight of the year.
I know.
Remember last year they had quite a few. It
was like 6. Yeah, there was a bunch.
And they kept winning every time.
Yeah, every time they fought. It was like 7 games in a row where they fought, they won.
And he asked for it. You can see him tap.
Oh, yeah. He chased him up and down the ice.
And Olivier's like, sure.
Whatever.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he left the game for a bit. He has a shiner for it. But it takes courage, man. And good on him. He's got to find a way to, I don't want to say produce, but stand out a bit here.
Well, especially the one thing that a lot of people can't understand, because they've never been part of it, but the lead up to that. Like you hear guys talk about it. And I've friends with a lot of guys that fought.
Yeah.
And 2 days before the game, knowing that they're going to have to go up against this guy. Like that's the amount of stress that you feel about that, knowing that you're going to have to fight like a pretty big heavyweight,
Well, some guys can't even sleep the night before when they know they have to drop the gloves. I read The Painkiller by Brent Myers, and that's what he discussed. Like, it just goes through your mind. It's not even the fact that you have to play the game. It's that you're going to fight, and it's going to have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to have to face them.
And you're right, Coop, because some players would say, tough guys, they're gave him anxiety. The night before, knowing that I'm going to have to fight this.
I remember Louis talking about it a bit. I remember there was an interview with Wade Belak, who passed away, talked about it, and the only guy that, one of the only, Dennis Bonvie slept like a baby. he couldn't wait.
Yeah.
There were some guys like that too. But Dennis, even George. Yeah. George didn't like it, right?
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. But Dennis, man, he couldn't wait to get to the rink.
And we kind of made the point when he made his comments on Saturday. I said, you don't have to fight, but like I said, muck it up, go to the net and all that. But he took on the fight, and good on him. Today, there's a couple big boys, Hathaway, Delorier for Philadelphia. Doesn't mean he has to go fight those guys. No. I highly doubt.
But have them try to come and have to do something with him, right? Yeah, that's to a man.
Yeah, and everybody take a page out of, at least for one game, McDavid's, and go to the net. Like you said, good things happen. Penalty, goal,
Yeah.
maybe a save.
Maybe a save.
Maybe a save. All right, guys, it's time to get to the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay for Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta. Again, all you have to do is deposit $50 or more to get a $50 free bet or a $50 casino bonus using promo codes EST50, EST Sports, EST Casino. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
This is just purely on what I've seen over the past few seasons. This guy's the red streak, Owen Tippett point.
Oh, like that one.
He always does well against them.
Trev was big about that. He was like, boys,
Oh, really?
on
Yeah.
the parlay, hit an Owen Tippett. He said goal. Now he has, 3 goals in 6 games we checked against the Oilers.
6 points in 6 games
3
against
goals.
the Oilers with 3 goals.
No,
But a point's good.
I take back a portion of what I've said about Trevor.
Only a little bit.
He did say he loved the picture of you in there earlier in the show.
Who doesn't?
It was a little uncomfortable when
It is.
he stood in front of it for a while, gazing.
Cool. What do you got?
I'm in between 2. I'm kind of stuck, and I don't know which.
Go with your
path
gut.
I got to go with.
When you don't know, you have to go with your gut.
Okay. Well,
when you don't know, you got to go.
Just go check. Mikhail Sergachev point against the Sabres. Now, in 24 games throughout his career against Buffalo, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points. In his last 10 games of the season, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points.
Love it.
For Sergachev.
I did not see that one come.
Love it.
I'm going to go. Should I go point or goal?
What did you just said?
Got to go with your gut.
Go with your gut.
I'm going Draisaitl goal.
We get to cheer for them.
Let's go.
Come on, Draisaitl.
Come on. Watch them get shut out.
Oh, Dan Vladar.
Get Vladard.
Get Vladard. All right, that does it for EST Afternoons. Big shout out to Anthony Mingioni from hockeyhotstove.com as he teed up the Flyers. And the boss man, Dustin Nielson, joined us live from Winnipeg. Coming up next, Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne, 3 to 4:30. Then it's the Old Stream pregame show with Tom Goodzola. The boys will be back later tonight to get you going. Screw it, let's do it. Parlay, tip at 1 point. Sergachev, 1 point. Draisaitl goal. Who's riding? All right. For Coop, for Joaquin, I'm Hernan saying thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. We'll be back tomorrow to break it all down and tee up another game. Enjoy the game tonight, guys and gals. We love you. Chowders.